The year the sun disappeared and civilization nearly collapsed. Imagine waking up one morning and stepping outside, expecting the warmth of sunrise, only to feel something deeply wrong. The sky is gray. The air is bitterly cold. The sun hangs above the horizon, but it is dim, as if covered in ash. Days pass, then weeks, and the light never returns to normal. Crops stop growing. Animals begin to die. Across continents, entire civilizations are left asking the same terrifying question. Has the world begun to end? This was not a legend. It was real, and historians now call it one of the worst years to be alive. The year was 536 AD. Europe was still struggling after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Powerful kingdoms were rising across Asia. Trade routes connected distant civilizations from the Mediterranean to China. Then, without warning, the climate changed. Ancient writers described a strange haze covering the sky. The Byzantine historian Procopius wrote that the sun gave off its light without brightness, almost like the moon. Another Roman official recorded that crops failed because the warmth of summer never arrived. In Ireland, ancient chronicles mention years of famine. Chinese records describe summer snowfall and widespread starvation. These accounts came from cultures separated by thousands of kilometers, yet they all describe the same terrifying event. Something enormous had happened. For nearly 18 months, a mysterious veil blocked much of the sun's light. Temperatures across the northern hemisphere dropped dramatically. Modern scientists estimate that average temperatures may have fallen by as much as 2 degrees Celsius. That may not sound like much, but for ancient farmers it was catastrophic. Harvests failed. Food became scarce. Entire communities faced starvation. The world entered a period of fear unlike anything people had experienced for centuries. Many believed the gods had abandoned them. Others thought the end of the world had arrived. No one knew the real cause, because the disaster had begun thousands of kilometers away. For centuries, the mystery remained unsolved. Then modern science uncovered the answer. Researchers drilled deep into the ice of Greenland and Antarctica. Locked inside those frozen layers were tiny particles of volcanic ash. Each layer represented a single year. When scientists reached the ice formed in 536 AD, they found extraordinary evidence. A massive volcanic eruption had filled the atmosphere with ash and sulfur. The particles reflected sunlight back into space. The result was a global volcanic winter. Some researchers believe the eruption occurred in Iceland. Others point toward North America. A few suggest multiple eruptions happened within a short period. Whatever the exact location, the impact was worldwide. The sky itself had changed, but the darkness was only the beginning. As crops failed, famine spread. Weakened populations became vulnerable to disease. Just a few years later, another catastrophe struck. The Plague of Justinian swept across the Byzantine Empire. Millions died, cities emptied, trade slowed, economies collapsed. Some historians believe the climate disaster of 536 helped create the conditions that allowed the plague to spread so devastatingly. One disaster opened the door for another. Together, they reshaped history. Kingdoms weakened. Migration increased. Political power shifted across Europe and Asia. Entire generations grew up in a colder, harsher world. Nature remembered what people could not. Tree rings from Europe, Asia, and North America reveal almost no growth during those years. Ice cores preserve volcanic chemicals frozen for nearly 15 centuries. Ancient writings from different civilizations describe the same dark skies. Piece by piece, historians assembled a puzzle scattered across the world. The mystery was finally solved, not by one discovery, but by hundreds. It is easy to think of history as an endless march of kings, battles, and empires. But sometimes history changes because of nature. A volcano erupts. The sun grows dim. Harvests fail. Civilizations struggle to survive. The people living through 536 AD had no satellites, no weather forecasts, and no scientific explanations. Yet they endured. They rebuilt. They adapted. And because they survived, the civilizations that follow were able to rise again. The next time you watch the sunrise, remember this. There was once a year when people looked toward the sky and wondered if the sun would ever shine again. History often remembers great conquerors and mighty empires, but sometimes the greatest force shaping our world was not an army. It was nature itself. And for 18 unforgettable months, the sun nearly disappeared. If you enjoyed uncovering one of history's greatest forgotten mysteries, subscribe to The Untold Secret, because some of the most extraordinary stories are the ones history almost forgot.